The pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly has recently gained significant attention, largely due to the buzz surrounding one of its medications, tirzepatide, marketed as Mounjaro. This drug, functioning as a combined GLP-1 and GIP receptor agonist, initially received approval for diabetes treatment. However, a noteworthy development occurred on November 8, 2023, when it obtained approval for addressing weight loss and obesity. Consequently, Eli Lilly now markets Zepbound as its approved drug for obesity treatment, positioning it as a direct competitor to Novo Nordisk's Ozempic. This approval marks a substantial opportunity in the realm of weight control, expanding beyond the limits of diabetes treatment alone. The recent hype surrounding tirzepatide underscores its considerable potential and the deep impact it could have on the lives of millions, significantly enhancing their overall quality of life. Recognizing that obesity carries long-term complications, including cardiovascular diseases, joint stress, and chronic inflammation, the approval of Zepbound equips physicians with a new tool to cut back food intake and reduce body weight. Zepbound by Eli Lilly represents a proactive approach to promote long-term health, soften the risk of obesity-related complications. This development is poised to make a substantial contribution to improving the well-being of individuals and preventing the adverse effects associated with obesity. There are several questions about tirzepatide in relation to obesity, given the existence of a similar drug, Ozempic, by Novo Nordisk. The main question is, how does Mounjaro differ from Ozempic, and do these distinct molecules have different effects on the body? Also, how does the effectiveness of tirzepatide compare to Ozempic's Semaglutide? To begin, let's examine the molecules. Semaglutide differs from tirzepatide. Semaglutide is solely a GLP-1 receptor agonist, having properties and effects similar to the endogenous GLP-1 hormone. GLP-1 induces a feeling of satiety and reduces appetite, leading to decreased food intake, digestion, and absorption into the intestines. This hormone is naturally released after a meal and could be described as a satiety hormone. Tirzepatide, like semaglutide, is also a GLP-1 receptor agonist. However, tirzepatide has an additional property in its molecule, a segment that acts as an agonist of the GIP receptor in the human body. GIP, or glucose-dependent insulinotropic polypeptide, has effects similar to GLP-1 but also stimulates the proliferation of pancreatic beta cells to release insulin for glucose processing. GIP is naturally released when glucose enters the body through food, and insulin ensures glucose enters cells for metabolic pathways. Activating the GIP pathway reduces food intake, similar to GLP-1 receptor agonists. It would make sense that molecules with both GLP-1 and GIP agonistic activity would enhance this effect and lead to more weight loss. Is this a correct statement? Clinical trials have sought to determine this. In a 2022 study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, the results of a large trial involving 2,539 adults with a BMI over 30 were presented. Participants took tirzepatide once a week for an extended period, with results assessed at week 72. The findings revealed a significant weight loss for all tirzepatide doses. The highest dose of 15 mg showed a 20.9% reduction in body mass at week 72, while the placebo in the same group experienced a 3.1% decrease. This marked difference provides clear evidence that tirzepatide's mechanism of action leads to weight loss. Even at the lowest dose of 5 mg, tirzepatide resulted in a 15% reduction in body mass after 72 weeks. Multiple studies validated this significant weight loss effect, leading to its submission for approval. The FDA approved it for obesity on November 8, 2023, while the European EMA is yet to finalize its approval, although indications suggest it will be approved for obesity as well. Next, we'll address whether the efficacy of tirzepatide differs from that of semaglutide. Preliminary findings suggest that tirzepatide may be more potent in weight loss. However, larger trials are ongoing, and conclusive data on this question will take time. Some studies show tirzepatide leading to a 17.8% decrease in body weight compared to semaglutide's 12.4%. Final results are expected in the coming months and years, but currently, both drugs seem effective. Decisions by physicians may hinge on financial considerations or supply availability due to the high demand for both medications. Looking at Eli Lilly's future, the demand for tirzepatide is expected to remain high, especially with approval for both diabetes and obesity, expanding the total addressable market. The projected 2030 market for obesity is $100 billion, with Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly anticipated to control 80% of it. This points to significant growth potential for both companies in the near future. As for current tirzepatide sales, Eli Lilly reported Mounjaro sales in Q3 2023 of $1.4 billion, a substantial increase from $187 million in the same period in 2022. This almost eightfold increase, solely from Mounjaro, contributed to Eli Lilly's stock reaching an all-time high of $587 billion in market cap on November 8, 2023. While this surge includes some hype, investors are advised to be cautious, awaiting incoming data on tirzepatide efficacy and sales figures. Despite uncertainties, it's evident that GLP-1 receptor agonists like tirzepatide and Semaglutide will play a significant role in the obesity and diabetes market, and demand is likely to remain high for an extended period. Global data projects Zepbound's annual sales to reach $4.1 billion in 2031, offering long-term investment opportunities. But investors should be mindful of potentially inflated valuations. Predicting the future is challenging, making it hard to determine the fair value of stocks like Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk.